So this was my original parallel channel for this bear trend. You can see how we're pushing above. And even if I go in a log scale, regardless, I guess I can adjust a little bit, right? If I go on a log scale and I adjust a little bit, we're still just barely under the line. If I stick to the regular scale, technically we're above it at this point. We are above the downtrend line. And even if I use RSI here and we go all the way back, we're pushing above on a 3-day. It's looking, this could be a significant move. If we can't reverse here, then the market could take off higher. I do want to see a confirmation above these recent highs, 480, 400. You need to see a massive close above, and then we can start considering higher moves, some pullback, higher lows and higher highs. If we can start seeing that sort of development, then we're back into bull mode and the market can take off and move higher. And the bear thesis goes to sleep. The entire bear thesis has pretty much been destroyed the past month of January. I mean, the market's kind of been up only. So, there hasn't really been, I mean, there's been some pullbacks, but it's been a brutal up market. I mean, just consolidation in December and then straight up right here from 380 all the way up to 4,000. And we've just sat in this 4,000 area. And it looks like today the market just keeps trying to push higher. That's what I'm seeing on these charts. And if I look at a daily on RSI right here like this, you can see, to me, this was yesterday, that pullback was the sign. So that pullback was your big reversal. And that was the chance to go long. And now we should just push higher. That's what it's looking like to me. I admit I'm not long nearly as much as I would like to be. And that kind of annoys me to a degree, because I really thought that we had one more big down move. And now on the daily, it's kind of confirming that it wants to head higher, and we could go all the way up to 4,300, something like that. But first I want to see what happens in this area. Do we take out these highs? Is this a big fake out? Part of me thinks it's a big fake out. But if I'm following my trading strategy, we're on the other side of the trend line now. We're on the other side of the RSI trend line and price trend line. I should be hunting longs at this point. But I'm having trouble admitting that the bear case is totally over. Part of me thinks this is just some massive fake out, but that also could be my bias speaking. However, on things like the 4-hour chart, right, we do have divergence happening. So you have price making a higher high right here, but you have RSI not making a higher high. So there is that. And here is my original Elliott wave, where we had a wave 1 and then a wave 2. And this has been wave 2. We just been sitting up here. And then we got a wave 3 dump, wave 4, and then wave 5. Now, what could happen is there could be a massive breakout with the war in Ukraine. Some huge news could come out and the entire market could crash. It could easily happen. So you have to be very careful with how you position yourself right now. If you rode this rally up, okay, congratulations. But now is not the time to I feel like go crazy with longs. I can't force myself to, at least not yet. I need to see a little bit further of a push, especially on this daily chart, some serious confirmation. If we close up here today and the week up here, I can see about getting long next week. That's when I'll seriously consider it. But for now, I'm cautious, and I think that there could be a lot of pain if people are not careful in this area. If I look at a weekly though, let's look back at the weekly. If we look at the weekly, this was actually your possible long trigger on the weekly right here. This was the possible long trigger. Ironic that that's how that played out. Although we're still below the VIP line. It's not until you get above the VIP line that you can get really, really bullish on any kind of asset. I mean, if we go back here with RSI here, you can see the market dumped, rebounded, came all the way back up here, and then created this like little consolidation pattern, then finally moved above. And then once we were above, we really took off and we never even looked back, and we just stayed above that line. And then finally, when we broke below the line, that's when we started our downtrend. So I want to see a push above that midpoint VIP line. I want to see that.